Hey, welcome. We're going to look at solving equations and inequalities, and then we'll look at graphing linear functions. So the first thing we'd want to do here to try to get x by itself is we're going to distribute through the 3. 3 onto the x and 3 times the negative 2. So we'll bring down that stuff. 3 times your x, 3 times your negative 2. Now we're going to go ahead and combine like terms of the 12 and the negative 6. 12 minus 6 gives us a positive 6 on the right-hand side. Remember, like terms are those things that have the same variables with the same exponents. 12 and negative 6 are both considered like terms because they don't have variables. Technically, they're called constants. Now we'd want to go ahead and try to get x by itself, so we'd have to undo your adding 6, so subtract a 6 from both sides. Then we'd have to undo our divide or timesing by 3, so we'd have to divide both sides by 3. Then we get 78. By the way, 78 because it was hungry. Now in this problem up over here, I would go ahead and distribute also, and you'll notice that this is an inequality, and solving inequalities and equations are very similar with one exception. So distribute through your 8 into what's in the parentheses. Now we can combine together our like terms of our 16 and minus 4. Now we want to try to go ahead and get the x's on one side, get the non-x's on the other side. I'm going to choose to take my x's to the left side. So I'm going to subtract a 12x from both sides. Now, could we have taken the 8x to the other side? Yes, but I wanted to go ahead and take the 12x to the left side by subtracting it from both sides to show you one thing. Now we'll get rid of the 12 by subtracting a 12 from both sides. Now we'll have to go ahead and divide both sides by negative 4. And when you divide both sides of an inequality by a negative, or multiply both sides of an inequality by a negative, then you need to remember to switch your inequality sign. So divide both sides by negative 4 switches your inequality sign from a less than to a greater than. Now over here you're asked to find the intercepts and then graph it. To find your intercepts, your x-intercept is where you cross your x-axis. So you're not up and down at all. So that means your y value is 0. So we're going to take y value 0, plug it in here. And then all we have to do is simplify this. 0 minus 4 doesn't change it. It's just minus 4. Then we can get rid of that minus 4 by adding 4 to both sides. Get rid of that timesing by 2 by dividing both sides by negative 2. Notice this is an inequality, or equation, so we don't have to worry about switching our inequality sign. Then, if we wanted, we could go ahead and plot that point, 2 units to the left and 4 units up. So that is this point right here. So now, if we're looking for where our y-intercept is, your y-axis is here. You're looking at where you cross the y-axis. So you're not left and right at all. So that means your x is 0. Plug in x being 0 right here. 2 times 0 plus y minus 4. 2 times 0, you know, is 0. Adding 0 doesn't change it. You get y minus 4 is equal to 0. To get y by itself, you want to go ahead and add 4 to both sides. And then we end up getting this right here. So then we can go ahead and plot our y-intercept, which is over 0 up 4. And then all we have to do is go ahead and draw ourselves a line in between here.